Dig right in.
All right. Congratulations.
Fine, Jack. So nice to see you guys. Did you get your place card when you get a chance to? Great to see you. And you guys are so nice.
Ian Friedman, I haven't seen her for a year.
John. Hey, how sharp you look. First time I've ever seen you in a suit. Oh, it's always some of the jeans.
Well, I tried to.
Oh, you really made me do it up. Well, wonderful.
There's John. Hi. Thanks a lot. Your hair.
Look at that beautiful dress.
Thank you.
I know I have a beautiful nieces, I'll tell you.
Hey, we worked hard on it.
Oh,
Many more.
Thank you, dear. Glad you could come.
You look adorable. Oh, you look adorable.
Right, if I make it.
That's a lovely dress. You look gorgeous.
Hi, honey.
And you look beautiful, too.
Thank you. So nice of you. Oh, great.
Oh, great. You know, while we're coming in.
Why don't you go ahead and get your place ready? Oh, look at her. She looks so nice, too. Oh, great. Glad you. Where's Morty?
Coming in.
Hi, Sylvia. How are you, dear?
She's so busy.
Glad you could come in.
You knew I would.
Well, we figured you would. We banked on it. Great. And the bar's open?
I'll get it.
Get it? All right. Don't forget our picture there now. This is 50 years ago. Glad you could come.
I wonder what the microphone for. Don't tell me.
She's picking it up. See this lady there? Yeah.
I got the same thing at home.
All right, thanks for coming over.
I got the same thing at home.
Oh, look at his shoes. Herman, nice to see you. All right. Made it. Made 50 years. And the ball, fine. Thanks very much. Yeah. We've been working on this since February. You know how these parties are.
I think that's wonderful.
All right, thanks. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Philip, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. I feel like I'm masquerading.
Hi.
Like a groom.
A groom? I am a groom. An old one, but I'm still a kiss me. Oh, I will kiss you. Okay.
She told me where it was, but I didn't know. Yeah.
Hi, Mary.
You look beautiful.
Wow, look at that dress. Wow, she told me I could. Beautiful. Funny, what are you wearing there?
It's a microphone.
Oh, you're going to record all this?
That's all being recorded.
This is going down in history.
They're going down in the history books.
Down to the police.
Sammy. Hi.
Happy anniversary. This looks like the Golden Girl from Purdue University, you know?
You know me?
No, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. My boy, look at that. Her dresses our grandmother wore.
Yeah. All right. Hi, Alice. How are you, dear?
Good, how are you?
All right. Thank you for coming. I'm sure you're going to have a good time. We appreciate it. Roger, how are you?
Oh,
Feeling good?
the most beautiful flowers.
You're thinner than I've seen
Thank
you.
you so much.
Oh, those were,
You
that
really
was an
sent
incredible.
a beautiful table piece.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's just
It
beautiful.
was so nice of you to do that.
We're glad. I haven't seen you for so long.
I hope you do.
You will.
You
will.
invite
It's
us to your
very
50th.
easy.
We will.
It's very easy.
It's easy. The time slips away. You don't believe it.
Exactly.
Hey, Greg. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Darling.
Hi. How are you, Herman?
I'm part of the team, too.
Work. Great.
Oh, I'm
Gold that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Gold
We're all in the
Gold
gold.
that
In the gold.
Who's that sexy?
Sexy looking girl? Hi.
How you
Marty.
like it?
Looks good.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Looks better now than just standing up holding it.
I'm so glad you came. Yours was a fine Ray. Thank you very much. Yeah, what's on the videographer, the video person. So everything you say can and will be held against you, so just be careful. Fine. Thank you very much.
You look wonderful.
Fine. Thank you. Feel great. Feel great.
We were married very young.
50 years, you got a special place in heaven.
Thank you. You look beautiful. Thank you.
Lou, it's so nice to see you. I'm glad you could make it. I appreciated that letter you sent us too. That was a very, very thoughtful letter. It'll be in our scrapbook, believe me. How do you feel? Feeling pretty good. Well, good. A little bit. You're here, and you'll be here for a few hours, I hope. Don't rush away. Hi, Helen. How are you? Fine, thank you. Oh, fine, thank you. Yeah, gold bow tie. Fine. Evan and Steve have gold bow ties too. Where do you see them? Hi, how are you? Fine. No, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, and you look beautiful.
Fine, thank you. And what about my bride? How does she look?
Your bride looks elegant. You look elegant. Right.
Hi.
Yeah. Bride.
Sturdy, right. Hi.
We're all in gold.
All in gold.
Very nice.
Nice to
Now,
see
maybe
you.
it'll be another 50. How's that?
I'm willing, at least part of it, a good part of it. Right. Hi, and how are you, Ann? I know who you are. It's been a while since I've seen you.
No, I saw you at his wedding.
It's wonderful for you to come in. Hi, how are you, honey? Nice. I'm glad you could come in.
She had a hard time finding us.
Oh, you didn't drive? Did you drive?
Amelia did.
Oh, Amelia.
Every time she drives, I never get there.
Yeah, great.
It really is.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Great.
Is that a gold or silver?
The gold? That's gold.
That's gold.
Gold. You see it? It's gold. It matches Lina's dress. Yeah, they got...
They feel fine. They feel fine. So congratulations. Thanks. You know, I got a...
Yeah. Your mom and dad are here. There's a videographer there if you want to get on the tape.
I don't need it. You're right, that is a beautiful dress.
Isn't that something?
That is a beautiful
Isn't that Still look good.
You still look
I couldn't hardly recognize you, though.
Who is this? She married a Dayton boy, Sylvia Glass. Married Milton Glass in Houston Lake.
Oh, sure.
Joe?
Yeah.
Joe, my gosh, I haven't seen you. Where did I meet you? a very, very happy anniversary and many more happy anniversaries. That goes for me too, Lina.
And me.
Also me.
That's all.
And that's it. Okay?
No? Well, I guess you didn't think you would be here at my end.
I don't know what. Too much went through.
Okay, give me a kiss. Okay, I guess it's a great thing not everyone has their mother here at their 50th party. Right.
There you are. Stand up.
I feel as much as my own son. Do you think it was going to last this long?
I don't know, but she always takes his part when we have a disagreement.
You must be a good guy, huh?
Of course. It's just the best of everything, and I'm like a broken record. I can't think of anything original, but this is what I mean. Okay? I know what she means too.
Hi, Ada.
Did you come in all the way from Florida?
I did.
Very sweet.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Yeah. How's everything?
Lina, we want to wish you all the happiness in the world and keep enjoying yourself and be well, both of you. It's wonderful being here to celebrate this 50th anniversary that you have. God bless you both. Okay?
Same type of deal.
Stay with me.
Are not familiar with Hebrew, I'm going to give it to you in Hebrew, and I'm going to give it to you in English. And then I'm going to step away from the microphone so that I can be up here in front of the bread. There is a challah on each table, so if someone would, at each table, cut up some bread so we can all do this together. You can pass some bread around the table so that everybody has a piece of bread so we can all break bread together. Or you can tear the bread. You really want to do it? That's how we do it at home. Yeah, tear the bread. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to leave this microphone so I can step up to this giant challah up here. And I've already talked a lot, so as you can hear, I'm already hoarse. So you all know the prayers, so you can sort of hear it along with me. Here I go. What a challah. I haven't said anything. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min ha'oretz. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who bringest forth bread from the earth. Amen. Some bread. Everybody, please join us in a bite of bread. Enjoy your dinners.
Lina and Betty, Paul and I are happy we're here tonight, and we wish you many more happy and beautiful years together.
Amen.
Okay.
Buddy and Lina, I wish you many more years of happy traveling. Amen.
Congratulations, Buddy and Lina. Many, many, many happy years ahead of you.
Congratulations, Faye and I are very happy to be here and wish you many, many more.
I said it first, so no, I didn't copy. Not too hard.
It's wonderful celebrating this happy occasion with you, man. Wish you many more happy anniversaries.
Very good.
I think Lina looks like the belle of the ball. And her brother said that Purdue University wants the Golden Girl to come there and be the cheerleader. The next football game. And I'm just kidding, Lina. Don't take all this serious. Okay? Okay. And Herman, you look outstanding too. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here. We're happy to have such a wonderful occasion. And I think that my husband, who happens to be Lina's brother, would like to say hi.
That's not very original, and it isn't much to say, but hi. Okay. Just don't ask me how you spell it.
Just want to let you know how happy I am to be here to celebrate this happy occasion with you and your family and friends. Bye.
This is Judy and Harold Schneider. Wish you many, many happy and healthy anniversaries, birthdays, and may God bless you, and may you both live long, happy, healthy lives. Thank you.
Too, I'm very glad to be here and to have married into the family and to celebrate this very happy occasion. Regret that I wasn't here for their wedding, as my husband was, and wish you many more healthy, happy anniversaries.
Bud and I are so happy to be here from Rockford, Illinois, for this wonderful, wonderful occasion. As he says, I'm never at a loss for words, so I'm doing the talking for the family. We have shared some very happy occasions together, and we're thrilled to be here for this one.
I can't believe that we all agreed on where to eat for tonight. We normally argue about this every single Sunday. That was my idea. So, unfortunately, we have quite a few people here, and we can't all sit together at one table, but at least we did agree. It's wonderful being here. Hey, Barbie.
Lina and Buddy, I wish you many, many more happy, healthy anniversaries. And I hope we can gather again next year for another anniversary.
Tell them who you are.
They better know I'm Ada. I'm Ada Rowe.
Delaware. Very many more happy anniversaries.
Depends on which side of the mountain it's on. Much Dayton, Ohio. Buddy and Lina, I wish you all the happiness in the world.
Buddy and Lina, I hope you feel like you're pushing and calling tonight, and you're really enjoying it. This is Joe.
Bud and Lina, you can invite me to your 100th. I'll be glad to come. I'm having a good time and many, many more nice years together. Nice, healthy years together.
Right. No, he doesn't have to.
Many more happy anniversaries. Lots of love. Mary.
Just the same, wishing both of you much happiness. Your sister, Mary, with lots of love.
Okay, go ahead.
Happy anniversary, Lina and Bud. I'm glad I could be here. I hope you have many more.
Anniversary, Aunt Lina and Uncle Bud. I hope it truly is a gold one.
Well, Aunt Lina and Uncle Bud, this is a lovely evening. Everything here is just beautiful. I know that your lives together have been, and I wish you many more happy, healthy years.
Go ahead.
Bud and Lina, many happy and healthy years ahead. Same as this year.
Very good neighbors. I remember them when their children were small. Mr. Kress was one of the best Boy Scout leaders that my child ever had. He was very good. And I can remember when Steve had snakes in the basement, and they got loose. I remember a long time ago. Thank you.
I can see your head now.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Kress are lovely neighbors as long as I've been living there. When I have been sick, and he keeps my lights on in my kitchen, he comes over. If it is too dirty in the morning, he calls out of the bed and he comes over and asks me if I need anything. That's the kind of neighbor I have. And thank you, the Lord, for him being my neighbor. Thank you.
I would just like to say that I value Cresses as neighbors, and I've known them for 40 years, so it's nice to know people that long and still be friends.
Go ahead.
Our youngsters sort of grew up together, and it was a time when we didn't have to have houses locked, so they sort of were back and forth all together, so we've known them for a long time.
Cresses and myself have been neighbors and friends for 40 years.
Can you believe it's been 50 years? Through happy and sad times, for rich or poor. It's been good so far, let's do it some more. Oh, you light up my day. I love you, dear, in a very special way. My breath of springtime throughout the year. I can't live without you. Please stay near, so this wish comes true. Whenever you say, I love you, pretty happy anniversary.
Wonderful.
Stuck together. Tell me what the secret is for remaining happily married for 50 years.
No secret.
No secret? Is that it? No secret.
Just have a good time every day.
Oh, they have the right idea, don't they? Here you go, Lina. Here's a little message in here for you, sweetie.
Have a good time every day.
Aww. And nice. Aww. Here you go. I'm going to hug on each one of you. Yes. Just say that you're somebody special today. There you go. That won't hurt a thing. There you go. You look great. And also, I want to take your picture, too, so we can remember how good looking you were today. Let me get out here again. Well, we got all kind of movies going here tonight, don't we? Don't they look wonderful? This is the best looking couple I've seen all the years I've been doing singing telegrams. That's right. That's right. Here you go. Are you ready, Lina? Can I give him another kiss for that? Oh, come on. Woo! All right. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Got all your friends here to help celebrate with you?
Great.
That's great. You guys having a good time? Yeah, all right. Well, good. Well, let's see how you're turning out here, and it's going to be good.
I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, this looks great. There you go. You hang on to that. And have a real good time, okay? My cane, did I lay it back here? I'm losing stuff all over the place. Thank you very much. You guys have a nice party. Have a good time with Herman and Lina. You guys have a nice time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
I've known the Cresses for 40-some years. I was there next door to them when Stevie was only a couple of months old. And I also remember the night that he had one snake up in the bedroom that he and Evan occupied together, and by morning there was not one snake up there. There was multitudes of snakes, and Evan did not appreciate that at all. Thank you.
Lina, what can we say? We wish you the very, very best of everything for many, many more years to come.
Wonderful being here.
I'm so glad that we got to be here to help you celebrate. It's all so lovely.
Very good. You threw your salad, Dad? I knew that was going to happen. Isn't that funny? Yeah, that was terrific. Perfect. Yeah. They just perked everything right up, you know?
Yeah.
Here's the lady taking the video movies. Grandma, do your movies. Take your movies here. See that on the television? We will. If she's going to give it to us, we're going to show it. Oh. Ice cream. Just like we watch baseball.
Thrilled to be here to help you celebrate your 50th anniversary. It was just terrific to be here, and we hope you have many, many more happy years with your family and your children and grandchildren. Okay.
That was very nice.
I don't know what to say now.
We're glad to be here.
What do I do? Ooh. We're very happy to be at your lovely party. We wish you many years of health and happiness and much love from both of us.
You like this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Lina and Bud. Happy anniversary and many, many more. And for a healthy, happy life from now on together.
So thrilled and happy to be here, and I wish you many years of good health and happiness with your entire family of beautiful children and grandchildren.
Lina and Bud, you helped to bring me here to Columbus 40 years ago, and I'll never forget you for this. You brought me many, many years of happiness, and I wish you many, many more happy wedding anniversary. Thank you.
Your relative formerly from Steubenville, Ohio, now living in Columbus, and I wish you many, many more years of happy married life.
Lina and Buddy, this is really a beautiful party, a wonderful 50th anniversary. You both look beautiful, and I just hope and pray that you are happy and healthy for many, many more years to come, and we should only celebrate happy occasions.
Lina and Buddy, I'm so glad you invited us to this beautiful affair. It's just lovely. We're both having a wonderful time, and we wish you both many, many more happy years together.
Lina and Buddy, this has been one of the most beautiful affairs that I've ever attended. It's so wonderful to be here with all the friends. You have wonderful friends. The meal has been terrific. Everything is just great. Congratulations on your 50th anniversary. more, I should say, the most beautiful affair I've attended for a long time. Everybody has been so nice, and the food is great, the company is wonderful, and the place is terrific. Congratulations on your 50th anniversary. I think it's swell.
Dear Buddy and Lina, we wish you only the best in these last 50 years, and we hope you can come to ours in the next 7 years. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Congratulations to both of you.
You snatched him up. Well, she's got time. Go ahead.
No, I haven't. I don't have time.
Huh? Go ahead.
Don't do it.
All right.
I did it.
Lots of luck, Lina and Buddy. Many more years to come, too. All right, Goldie, all yours.
Oh. Lina and Buddy were the best dancers around. Just ask them. They're a wonderful, loving couple, and we wish them many more happy years of health and happiness.
I don't believe it.
Lina and Buddy, PJ and myself would like to take and wish you the very, very best. And everybody at our table here who is kind of tongue-tied tonight, they agree with us, and they all wish you the very, very best and many, many years of health and happiness. And we're all looking forward to celebrating with you on your 75th. And again, we're looking forward to a wonderful evening tonight. And we all thank you very much for inviting us to share this great moment in your life. Thank you. Stan Maybrook.
I didn't know you were well versed.
Speaker. I like it all written down here.
I didn't know you were that good. I wondered why you pulled your coat sleeve back.
A great big happy mazel tov to Lina and Buddy. We certainly wish you the best in the future and hope you have many more mitzvahs. And invite us to all the future parties you're going to have, because we like your company and your food and your hospitality. I think I'll now turn this over to one of your other cohorts, Mr. Milton Glass.
Congratulations to you and Lina on your 50th anniversary. I hope we can play 25 years more of gin rummy and that I win them all.
Invited to the O'Flaherty bar mitzvah, and somehow I ended up here. But since I'm here, I'd like to wish you, Buddy, and Lina many, many more happy occasions.
Buddy, we're so happy to be here with you. I was at your wedding, and you haven't changed too much. Just as good as you were, if not better. Age things to do like and we're so delighted to be here to celebrate everything's nice and perfect. As you know, I wake up early
Look at her. Mazel tov, and lots of luck, and many good years to come. I have so many coaches here. Everybody tells me where to look, and some of them are telling me what to say. However, I can only say one thing: you look good, you are fine, you do fine. But if you can do today what you done 50 years ago, you're celebrating your anniversary, you're much better than many of us here. So, but whatever it is, it doesn't hurt to try. You can have a heck of a lot of fun doing so. So good luck. For the next 50th, you're going to find out how well you're done.
Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here at this wonderful affair. And
I want to congratulate you both on 50 years of married life and hope you have many more happy and healthy ones.
We have a very distinguished head table which I'd like to introduce to you all this evening. Let me begin with this. I know it was hard for everybody to miss the display on the way in, the wedding portrait, which the portrait itself is celebrating its 50th anniversary year this evening. That is an original photographed in 1936 of our guests of honor this evening. I hope that you will take a moment to sign that portrait this evening with some thoughts for my parents before you leave. Let me introduce to you, I'm sure most of you know almost everybody up here, but let me make sure that everybody knows everybody that's here. Let me start out by making sure you all realize that that very young couple in the middle of the head table are my parents, Herman and Lina Kress. And the very attractive young lady next to my mother is my grandmother, Anna Schneider. Toward the far end of the table, I'd like to introduce to everybody who hasn't met my wife yet. That is Evie. There she is. We have a littlest boy who was past his bedtime, couldn't come tonight, but there is a little member of our household, and that is Nathan Kress. And we have a littlest member who is actually with us this evening, but in disguise. Was standing, yes. And let me introduce on the far end my mother-in-law, Evie's mother, Edith Weinstein from Norwalk, Connecticut. And of course, my brother, Evan Kress, is right there next to Grandma. And his wife-to-be, as of February 14th, Jean Marty. And we're very pleased that Jean's mother is able to join us this evening. Vera Marty is also with us. Well, that's our distinguished head table. My dad has a couple of words of welcome that he'd like to share with you this evening. So if I could lure him up front to just share those thoughts with you. And by the way, I'm Steve Kress, the youngest son. I have two professional speakers as sons, and it's very difficult for me to follow an act like that, but I'll do the best I can. I wrote a couple of memos here. I haven't memorized them. I've been out of school too long, and I just can't commit things to memory the way I used to. So I'll start out by saying that Lina and I thank our children for hosting this beautiful party for us. We welcome all of our family and friends. Many of you came from distant places, such as California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Kentucky, and Reynoldsburg, Ohio, Pataskala, and Pickerington. So, anyhow.
Illinois.
Rockford, Illinois? Oh, that's right. I forgot we have some from Rockford, Illinois. Now, all of these people came to help us celebrate, and we do appreciate your being with us tonight. In our lives, there have been many important days. The day we were married, the days our sons were born, the day our son Steve was married, the day our grandson Nathan was born. And in the near future, of course, you already know, we expect a couple more happy days. We're expecting a new little grandchild, and our oldest son, Evan, will be married to Jean Marty on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. Among these special days, our 50th wedding anniversary ranks high. We thank God for the rare privilege of celebrating it here with our close family and dear friends. Thank you for helping us make this one of our special days. And I'd just like to know where that lady with the top hat and the confetti came from, but I guess that'll be a surprise. Evan and I would like to share with you a toast, and so if everybody could find their champagne and join us together.
Celebrate this golden occasion. Steve and I want to invite everybody to join us in this toast of celebration to our parents.
And we hope that the future will bring us all many very happy days together to share with our parents, that they may share with you, and those days may be healthy, and that we may all have many days together to look forward to, especially as our immediate family is growing. So let's join them for a l'chaim.
L'chaim. Oh, that's
Well, we've shared a few of our comments, or anybody who'd like to share any thoughts on this special occasion for Mom and Dad. We'd appreciate anybody that would like to share any thoughts to come forward to use the microphone and share those with the rest of the group.
Not yet. This is a story I've been told several times, and I just thought this was so good. You all should know this one. This was the driving education of my mother.
Oi.
Oi? You've driven with my mother? Dad attempted to teach Mom to drive in Franklin Park. Around and around Franklin Park. And when Mom decided that she wanted to drive farther than Franklin Park and Dad wasn't willing to teach her outside of Franklin Park, Uncle Dave came to the rescue and took her bravely onto Parsons Avenue. Thanks to Uncle Dave, to this day, Mom can now drive on the streets of Columbus, Ohio, and doesn't have to keep her driving confined to Franklin Park.
That was good.
I have to share another mother story with you. And this one I learned only recently, but it's still, I think, as good. And that is the time they went out to visit the Playhouse on the Greens, a spot which is just out here on Route 70. And as part of the play, there was this scene. There was a loving couple on a couch that were kissing and hugging, and I guess in the ecstasy of it, they disappeared behind the couch from the audience. Well, everybody was sort of left wondering what was going on behind the couch. And so my mother got up out of the audience, seeing something like this, walked up and looked over the couch. Everybody assumed she was part of the play and gave her a great applause. And then when it was all over, the cast, of course, didn't know what to make of it at the time. But when it was all over and everybody was taking their bows, they encouraged my mother to come forward and join them for the bows. Anybody else have any similar stories or other such encounters? Why don't we get him to come on up now? Yes.
a speech. So, you know, when someone has a speech, everyone starts to get tired and starts to sleep. So you can sleep through this, but this is interesting. I was paid, or I was offered, a lot of money to do this. And I told my friends that I would not do it, and I would not say anything unless it got down on a contract. And yet, I haven't seen the contract. So, here goes. But I want to tell you one thing. You know, you talk about these two young ladies and... Ladies? No. This couple, I knew, and I think I'm at the wrong party. It says Lina and Herman. Oh, no. I always knew a guy by the name of Buddy. And when I came here, and I thought I was in the wrong place. So I started to walk out, and then Buddy, this Mr. Herman Kress walked up and said, no, you're at the right place. And he brought me back. He said, you gotta say this, or you spoil the fun. Also, I noted, and did you notice also, that when the photographers were going to take pictures of each table, they all said to the persons, now smile, this doesn't cost you anything, and you smile, right? But after you ate, and they came around and took your pictures, you were all smiling. You're all putting up your fancy, I just watched the dais over. Dais, it's not high enough, but I watched them. Excuse me. Are you hearing me without this? I'm sorry. But I noticed this when the photographers were taking pictures up and down the dais of the famous people up here. And at the beginning, they had the sourpusses. You know, they had to, I'm hungry. I'm waiting for something to eat. So, but after they ate, did you see them sit back there and smile? And everything was fine. And the photographers didn't have any trouble getting them. So I'll get back to this. Now, remember back to 1936. This is a essay entitled How Times Have Changed, and reflects on things the way they were when Lina and Buddy were married in the wonderful year of 1936. It comes to us with the courtesy of Sylvia and Milton Glass. Now, this couple, rather Buddy heard it somewhere. He thought this would be a smashing hit. But he told me to do it, and I don't think it'll be that great. We were before television, before penicillin, polio shots, antibiotics, and frisbees. Before frozen food, nylon, Dacron, Xerox, and Kinsey. Everybody know what Kinsey is? I don't see a... We were before radar, fluorescent lights, credit cards, and ballpoint pens. For us, time sharing meant togetherness, not computers. A chip meant a piece of wood. Hardware meant hardware. And software wasn't even a word. We were before pantyhose and drip-dry clothes, before ice makers and dish washers, clothes dryers, freezers, electric blankets. Before Hawaii and Alaska became states. Before men wore long hair, you notice how short one did. And women wore tuxedos. We were before Leonard Bernstein, yogurt, Ann Landers, plastics, hair dryers, the 40-hour week, and boy, I worked 60-hour week at that time. And the minimum wage. We got married first and then lived together afterwards. How quaint can you be? In our time, closets were for clothes, not for coming out of. And a book, I better wait for the laughs around here. And about a book about two young women living together in Europe could be called Our Hearts Were Young and Gay. Did you get that? Bunnies were small rabbits. Bunnies were small rabbits. I don't know whether you're getting it or not. That's the punchline. And Rabbits were not Volkswagens. We were before Grandma Moses and Frank Sinatra and cup sizes for bras. Now there, I think, is a little trouble. My wife says she bought hers in cup sizes that time of the year, in 1936, so I don't think that's right on here. We wore Peter Pan collars, and deep cleavage was something butchers did. Oh, you got that, I see. I think that's a better way of doing it, you know. You know, like deep throat, you know, is not a deep cleavage. Pizza and Cheerios, frozen orange juice, instant coffee, and McDonald's were unheard of. We thought fast food was what you ate during Lent. We were before FM radio, tape recorders, electric typewriters, word processors, Muzak, electronic music, disco dancing, and that's not all bad. Now, did you understand what I said? We were all before that. I mean, I'm that age, you know. He's older than I am, but I've been there too. In our day, Coke was something you drank, grass was mowed, and pot was something you cooked in. Is there any around? No? They say no, there's none around. We were before daycare centers, house husbands, babysitters, computer dating, dual careers, and computer marriages. In our time, there were 5 and 10 cent stores where you could actually buy things for 5 and 10 cents. For 1 nickel, you could make a phone call or buy a Coke. But who had a nickel? Remember spare a dime deal? Yeah. Remember that? Who had a nickel? Or buy enough stamps to mail 1 letter and 2 postcards. You could buy a new Chevy Coupe for $650. You can buy a new Chevy Coupe for $650. You know what a Chevy Coupe sells for today? I don't think they call it a coupe. They call it another name, and they raise the prices. It's about Chevy Coupe. Let's see. You got the cheapest ones around $10,000. That's with all the gadgets on it. But who could afford that in 1936? Nobody. A pity, too, because gas was only 10 cents a gallon. Now, we had money. Not then, though. Didn't even have a dime. If anyone had asked us to explain CIA, MS, now MS here means not multiple sclerosis. MS here means Ms. Now, everyone knows what Ms is. Yeah. But you don't look like you do know it. I mean, you have a question on your face. NATO, NATO, UFO, UFO, NFL, SATS, JFK, BMW, ERA, or IUD. I thought that would get you. We would have said all this in alphabet soup. We were not before the difference between the sexes was discovered, but we were before sex change. We just made do with what we had, and we were the last generation that was so dumb as to think you need a husband to have a baby.
Thank you, Lou. That was very entertaining. I'd like to acknowledge all those people who are, in a way, sharing this 50th anniversary by having been present at my parents' wedding back in 1936. And so I'd like to see those people who are in the room to please stand and join us together for a toast. If you were there in 1936, please stand up. Look at this turnout. Oh, that's great. Here's to all of you. Here's to all of you. 50 years together. Thank you all very much. The program is going to be cutting the cake. So, if we could have somebody.
People in the back here. The back row. We can all move one person this way. There we go. Okay, and back row here. Start here. Step this way a little bit. You step this way. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, excuse me. Are you? Okay, we're going to do a couple or three here. Big money smiles on this one. Okay, everybody look right into the camera, right here. No talking, no chewing gum. Class is now in session, please. Here we go, big smiles. Two more. 8, 11. Yeah. Okay, here we go again. Even bigger smiles this time. One more time. Right here, everybody please. Okay, one more. The couple is going to kiss. Not yet. Just a minute. Keep going. Okay, thank you.
I remember when we went over to your house when you were a little kid and you had dead mice or something in the refrigerator. Yeah, as his only line, I would have liked to tell that story. Oh, you were, I know you. Yes, I forgot about it. You now. I did that one, you know.
Just get what we would like and maybe a little dancing.
Piece out of there.
They cut a whole piece out?
Do
we have to take it out of there?
I don't think it'll come out. One of us has got to go. No, I don't want any of that. I did it. No, I'm not going to do it.
What am I supposed to do? Give him a piece? Yeah.
Take it easy now. Small piece, a small mouth.
That was nice, wasn't it?
That was nice.
I want to see
Wow. It's really good.
Thank you, Larry.
Okay, do me a favor. Take it in your left hand. Okay, put your arm around her, and just get in real close. Shift this way a little bit. Shift this way. So, the cake.
What?
The cake. Okay.
I'm smiling too much.
There you go. Thank you.
All right.
I guess. How about a kiss?
All right.
How about it?
Kissy, 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 kissy. Yes.
Kissy.
All right. Did you kissy, kissy? Kissy, kissy,
wish you and Lina another happy anniversary and many more to come. And we'll see you on your 60th. And hopefully we'll be as happily married when we reach our 50th as you are. You're both wonderful.
Thank you for inviting us.
And as one of my people did it at my wedding, this is the way it's done.
Mom and Dad, this has been a great evening, and it's been really important for us to be here and to share with you and let you know how much we love you.
Definitely a special time. Words fail me on camera, however, it's a lot of fun, and it's really special sharing it with all the family and all the dear friends that are gathered here today. And seeing all the silly things that people are doing on camera, that's also fun.
Okay. What a wonderful, extraordinary evening this has been. And we want to wish Mom and Dad the best and many, many years. Travel, good times, good health, lots of laughs.
And they certainly know how to give a party.
Yes, yes, yes. And a kiss from us. Looking forward to Valentine's Day.
And may they come to our 50th anniversary.
Ah, great, great.
It's been a wonderful party, dear, to celebrate 50 beautiful years. I hope we have another 25 or 30, just like the past 50. It's been really marvelous.
Everything he says, I'll say too. Okay?
A nice kiss. Okay.
Many more to come, and we'll see you on your 60th. And hopefully we'll be as happily married when we reach our 50th as you are. You're both wonderful.
Thank you for inviting us.
And as one of my people did it at my wedding, this is the way it's done.